Hello, this is Dr. Hinchy, and today I'm going to take you through the steps on how to fill out your UCAS application. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and the reason I'm doing this is because I'm actually going to fill out an application with you to show you how it's done. So first and foremost, you should go to ucas.com. So UCAS is the central site for all UK admissions, and while you're here, you will click in the top right-hand corner. Right now I'm logged in, so I'm actually going to log myself out so you'll see exactly what you shall see when you log in for the first time. Okay, so here's the UCAS website. When you go over in the right-hand corner, click on Students, and then Undergraduate, and then you'll be applying in for the 2021 entry, so click Apply. If you've never created an application before, you will click Register. So once you have registered and you have created your login and username and password, you'll go into the login site every time you want to log in. But for the first time and the first time only, you will use the Register button. You'll read all that, click Next. You'll read all this, and then click that you accept and Next. And then here's the start of your application. So I'm going to fill it out like a normal student, but I'm going to make up. So my name is John Cobham. I was born on the 1st of January 2002. My postal address is in the UK. My house number is 6, and I'll say that I live at the school. You will obviously put whatever you want. So if it's recognized, it will come up with an address there, but if it's not recognized, you can put whatever you want here. So I'm going to put ACS Cobham, Portsmouth Road, whatever it is, put your own address there. Now here, you don't have to put a home phone number if you don't want, or a mobile number, but if you want the universities to be in contact with you, either home phone number or mobile number, then you'll need to put those on there. However, email address is required, so everything with an asterisk is required. So we'll put your email address there, and you're going to repeat it in the line next. Obviously, that's not my email address, but I'm just putting it for the purposes here. And here is how you want to be contacted by the university. So typically, I encourage students to click off all of these because you want to find out if another course is being offered to you, or about student accommodations or anything like that. So it's always good to be informed, but how they contact you is up to you, really. So email is always good, text, SMS, or post, it's completely up to you. And this is probably the hardest part of the application, is creating a password that meets all these criteria. So it needs to be at least 8 characters long. It needs to have at least 1 lowercase letter and 1 uppercase letter, contain at least 1 number, and use at least 1 of these special characters. So I'm going to create my password. Let's hope this is correct. And then 4 security questions. So you can write whatever you want. Name of your first school, my pet's name. Everyone should know that Daisy comes in on Fridays. My favorite sport is tennis. And my dad's name is William. So you can save this password. I'm not going to save it, but obviously for your home computer, you should probably save it and write down the information. Now here's my username. So my username is jcobham2. And so when you go to log in, obviously that's your username and then your password you created. So I'm going to log in now. I'm applying through my school. And the buzzword that everyone should use is ACS Cobham 2021. So this will tie your application to the school. So ACS Cobham 2021, all capitals, all one word. That is correct. It's ACS. And who are you applying with? Which group? If I'm your college counselor, put me. If it's Mr. Forrester, put Mr. Forrester. And then you have your personal ID here. So this is your UCAS ID number. This is the number that a lot of universities will ask for when they're corresponding with you. So make sure you take note of that. And here's the start of my application. These parts over here are all the parts of the application that need to be completed before the application can be submitted. An email address was sent to my email, so I'll need to click on that to verify the code. So I'd put in the code and verify email, but I can do that later. And I just want to start filling out this application. So I'll point out any areas that are concerns to most students. So as you can see, we've already started filling out the application. My permanent home is in the UK, so I'll click yes. Obviously, you will want to put the information in that's relevant to you. My country of birth, you can put wherever it is that you were born. I was born in the US. My date of birth, I've already put in there. And since I wasn't born in the UK, I'll need to put a date that I entered in the UK. So whatever that is for you or approximate thereof. My nationality, I'm a UK national. I also have US citizenship, so I'll put it in there as well. My area of permanent residence is City of London, and my residential category is I'm a UK citizen. So go through. If there's anything that you need to put there, I don't require a student visa. I haven't studied on a student visa before, but that could be different for you. Fee code, if you have any questions about how you're paying for university, the information is there. And I'll click private finance. I've never lived or worked in the EU, and my parents have never lived or worked in the EU. Nominated access, this is who can speak to the universities on your behalf if you're not available to speak to the universities. So say you go away for a senior trip and you lose your phone, but the universities need to ask you something, who can answer that on your behalf? So usually that's a parent. So I'm going to put my dad on there and just father. That could be your mother, your father, someone that you really trust. And then any disabilities, no disabilities. Always click see list on all of these. Don't try to type something in. Click see list to answer all the questions. And then I click section complete and save. So now that you see that I've done the personal details section, there's a check mark next to that. There's an additional information section that you'll need to go through and fill out. That's pretty self-explanatory. There's student finance that you need to read through that and just click that you've read it and save it. And then your choices. So here's where you make your university choices. Obviously you have up to 5 choices. You click add a choice. Always click see list and say I'm applying to Surrey. The University of Surrey, the institution code is S85. It's a good idea to cross-reference this with the university website to make sure that that number is actually correct. And the course code, I'm going to be applying for business. So make sure it's the correct business course and that the numbers match up again. And campus code, there's only one campus, that's Stag Hill campus, and I plan to start in September 2021. If you're applying for a deferred gap year, you could apply for September 2022, but for me, I'm applying for September 2021. And will I live at home while studying? No, I will not. So that's one of my options there. You can see it shows up, University of Surrey Business Management, and I can add up to 4 more. So I do the same thing for my other universities. Say I wanted to apply to Bath. I don't know if they have a business program. Business, yep. So for them, it's N100, the campus code. Once again, they only have one campus. Starting in October, they actually start a month later, which is a little bit of a longer summer for me, which is great. And then I'll save that. You can see here that your choices are not rank ordered in any way. The universities don't see who else you applied to. So if once you have all 5 filled out here, you click section complete and save. If not, if you want to take your time and wait and come back to that, just click save. You can see here if you're in progress, there'll be 3 little dots showing that you haven't completed this section, but it's in progress. Education is one section that students get hung up on quite a bit, so this is probably important to pay attention to. You add your school here. So in the school and college name, click find, type in ACS, and it should be the first one to come up, ACS Cobham. When did you start here? Say I started in 2013. I'm going to finish in June 2021, and I've gone full-time, and I will receive qualifications. Click Save. It will come up with saying that the finish date is in the future, which we are fully aware of because we're graduating in June 2021, and click Save again. Now we have the school name on here, and we want to add the qualifications, which we are getting. So if you're a full IB diploma student, you can click full IB diploma. Or if you're an AP student, you can click the AP exams, and then just add your qualifications. So I'm going to get my qualification from the IB in July of 2021. That's when you get your results back. And everything's pending right now because it's a prediction. And here's where you'll add in the actual classes that you're taking. So let's say I'm taking biology, and I'm going to get that qualification in July of 2021. I'm doing that at higher level, and it's pending because it's a prediction. I add another module. Let's say I'm taking business and management, which makes sense because I'm applying for business and management. Once again, July 2021, higher level, pending, add another module. And my third course is English, and I'll take language and literature. And that is July 2021, higher level, and once again, pending. Now my standard level courses, say that's French, French B. I'm obviously just making these up. July 2021, that's standard level, pending. I need a math course, so let's math. Say I'm taking math applications, July 2021, standard level and pending. And the final one, taking art. And that would be July 2021, standard level and pending. In addition to that, I need to add my theory of knowledge. Choose theory of knowledge, July 2021. Choose the level as theory of knowledge, once again pending, and then finally extended essay. July 2021, choose extended essay and pending. So those are your 8 modules if you're doing the IB. Click Save. If you've done an AP course, even if you've done IB, you can still add any APs in there. So say you're doing advanced placement test. Say I took European history. So I type in European history. I got that. I did it in 10th grade, so I got the qualification in 2019, and I scored a 4 on it. And that's all you need to do. You can add as many as you want. In addition to this, every student who graduates from ACS Cobham is getting the US High School Graduation Diploma. So make sure you choose that. And the graduation date is June 2021. That's when you will cross the stage. And that's all you need to put in there. So you can see for my application, I have the IB diploma, the 8 modules. I've done AP European history with my score of 4 that I got in 2019, and my high school graduation diploma, my US high school graduation diploma that I'll get in June 2021. So those are my qualifications. Obviously, you'll want to make that applicable to you, whatever your qualifications will be. If you have other qualifications that you want to add, such as the SAT score, if you wanted to add SAT scores, just search for that. Some students have taken GCSEs. You can search for that in there as well, if I could spell it correctly, GCSE, there we go. So lots of options there. But then you come down here and you have to select the qualification, the level of qualification, and everyone is below honors degree level qualification. That's the equivalent of a high school diploma. So click below honors degree, click section complete, and save. So you see now that I've done that. The education section is next. If you've ever had an employer, you can add that. So say you worked at a restaurant, the name of the restaurant here, obviously I'm just going to put restaurant, the address, Portsmouth Road, Cobham, and then the postcode, job description, I was a waiter, And then I started in January 2017 and I stopped in February of 2019. I was part-time, which makes sense. And there's my job. If I want to add more, I can add more. If I don't have any jobs, you just don't have to add anything, but you do need to click section complete and save regardless. And then comes my statement. So this is something that I've been working on with my college counselor and my English teacher for the last few months. My personal statement gets cut and pasted into here. So, and pasted into here. And then you click preview and you can see your personal statement will be there. It will show you how many lines there are as well. If you need to make any edits, you go back and edit, but just cut and paste it from a Word document and then section complete and save. So your personal statement is less than 1,000 characters long. So that is the minimum, which obviously I don't have right now because I just typed in that, but yours will be definitely more than 1,000 characters, a maximum of 4,000 characters. So we'll save that for the time being because that section is just in progress. Finally, we review all of our details. We make sure that everything is correct. If everything is correct and we don't have any missing information, we just scroll to the bottom and we click section complete and save. Once we have tick marks in all of these boxes, then we'll be able to click pay and send. But as you can see right now, I can't click it because not everything else is done. Once you click pay and send, you pay the small fee, and that fee covers all of your 5 applications. And then what happens, I'll stop sharing my screen so you can see me. What happens after you hit the pay and send is that your application actually goes back to your counselor. So it will either go to Mr. Forrester or myself, where we add your predicted grades and we add the reference for you and submit it to the universities on your behalf. And that's it. Then you can go back and you can track your application using the website. If you have any questions, feel free to contact your college counselor. And remember that the deadline to do this for anyone applying to Oxford, Cambridge, or Medicine, Dentistry, Vet Sciences is the 10th of October. That is your deadline. And anyone else applying to the UK using the UCAS system, your deadline is the 1st of December. So please don't wait until those deadlines. If you're ready to apply now, please go ahead and apply. You saw how easy the application process actually is. The hardest parts being knowing the 5 choices that you're applying to and your personal statement. But hopefully you've been working on that all along, so there shouldn't be any problems. But if you do have problems, feel free to come see us. Thank you very much.